Hi Aquarius, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of December, as usual, I have a special sales offer available. And for this month, it's inspired in the current Sagittarius season we are on. If you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box, where you can also find the current list of readings, services I offer. As usual, as we are approaching the end of the year, I'm also going to make it available up until January, the yearly reading, chapter 22. So if you would like to know what kind of main themes and energies will be a part of your own personal New Year cycle, again, check the info down below or email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So for this mid-December, I decided to do a reading more spontaneous. So I'll be tuning into what kind of messages are showing for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together with the cards that will be coming up. So Aquarius, some of you feel a little bit stuck, trapped, imprisoned here by a situation. It's like a feeling like you can't escape something, you can't break free from something. Some of you are in this strong pursuit of freedom out of something. Okay, it could be a separation or the end of a contract here that limits you in terms of your availability to work elsewhere or to give your energy to something that makes you feel empowered, that makes you feel more creative, more inspired, more abundant. There's a sense of lack of self-worth for some of you, so be aware of that. It's like you feel somehow there's a sense of inadequacy that has to deal a lot with the issues of your own self-worth. So you can feel like you don't fit in places right now. You can find it hard to express your opinions around family and friends. You can find that there's just a lack of fluid communication that is getting to you. And I feel like also like there's something here about, for some of you Aquarius, like others are noticing. So it's noticeable that you're not okay, or that you're not, you know, in your full expression of power. Some of you, it's like you're approaching the end of a difficult period that has to deal with what has been keeping you down, in that sense of being entrapped and stuck. But I also feel like some of you don't believe anymore. So it's like that feeling of you don't believe in better, or you don't believe that you can get out of something. And because you have that lack of belief that things will get better, that you're going to be able to find a solution, to find the strength and the courage to do what you have to do to overcome difficulties, because that is lacking, it could also be why you feel so negative and pessimist about your future right now. It's like you're not seeing beyond something. This gives me a lot of Eight of Swords vibes for many of you. Others could just feel like you don't know what's the way. So it's like you feel stuck, and you know you're stuck, but you know you're stuck because you don't know where to go. How to promote changes that feel, you know, that feel natural, that feel all right to you. Because I feel like until you know where or what you should do, you don't want to bother yourself energetically, right, to actually try something. So there's also that feeling of you just not wanting to try, and that can also be something that is working against you, Aquarius. Yeah, Ace of Wands. So you have will, you have a drive, you have an ambition, you have a new cycle that wants to come out of all of that, where your freedom and your sense of your freedom and your sense of being able to act upon your desires is enhanced. But there's something holding this Ace of Wands back, or you're not recognizing the opportunities in front of you. It could also be because the Eight of Swords is also the energy of the blindfold, right? So there can be difficulty seeing beyond your own difficulties right now and seeing what really is in front of you or ahead of you. Now, the Ace of Wands could also speak, I feel something here related to sports. I don't know if you're someone that likes to work out, it could be like this amazing fuel right now to drive you out of your own problems or difficulties. It could be a great source of hope to, you know, unblock you, to help you feel the energy moving and be, you know, end up being something that reflects back in terms of your actions and thoughts, like to circulate your energy. Circulating your energy is extremely important in all ways. But I feel like it's so dense, the mental process, that I feel like physically, it has to start physically for many of you. Here with the Ace of Wands. I also feel like some of you that are just escaping through physical activities. That it's like you're using physical activities to escape, you know, the dread in your mind. For others, it could also be creative activities of any kinds, but I feel like a strong physical vibration here, like things really moving. Or this could also just be an advice for many of you to move, even when you don't feel like it. Like, apply again that effort to just try. There's something here about just try. Each day, try. I also feel like there's something here about sex. It could be that you feel like you need to pursue sexual, for those of you that are single, it could feel like you feel like you need sex to take you out of that mindset or to help you feel better. You could be wanting to, again, use the sexual energy somehow to lift you up, to inspire you. It could also be that. I just feel like there's something here, like a particular energy related to sex somehow that is important for some of you Aquarius. I also feel like for some of you that there's that sense of, how can I explain? Like a sense of you not understanding your impotency. I don't know if I'm saying it right, like the lack of potent energy, like that drives the act itself, so you can feel like you're not as stimulated and you don't understand why. For some reason, I'm picking like on scenarios where there's some Aquarius here that are just going through some sort of crisis when it comes to your own sexuality. All right? Or the way you're feeling psychologically is obviously affecting, again, your drive, your sexual drive. I also feel like for some of you, you're receiving actually important news. And they feel like from far. It's like a distant energy. So it could be from, you know, other countries, other cities, or from someone that has been distant from you. And they feel positive, to be positive news, or news that will make you wonder. I keep getting like there's a sense of you being inspired here for examples or advice that comes from far, especially examples of people that have been through something similar to you. So especially for those of you Aquarius also, that this is about a specific illness, condition, trauma, something you're going through. There's people out there that have been through something similar, and connecting with those that struggled or are struggling the same way you are with similar things can really help you also. Let's see, Aquarius. I feel like some of you just want to have fun, but it's like you don't feel it's like you want to have fun, but then you don't feel up for it. It's a really strange energy, like in the sense that maybe you go out, but then you're not able again to break free from your either social anxiety, that sense of inadequacy, feeling out of place, that you can't let loose. There's also something here about you not letting loose, and that being the reason why you can't have as much fun as you like, because there's a sense of really strong inhibitions when it comes to allowing the Ace of Wands out, which is your power, your fire, your charisma, is to be as passionate and bold and loud and creative and different and unique as you need to be, and care less about where you are and who is looking and all of that. Like, you need to really break free from all these mental judgments that are conditioning you somehow. For many of you, there's a sense of you also wanting to relocate or relocating or going back to an old place. Interesting. Yeah, it's 6 of Cups. Some of you are processing you're processing problems, issues that come from your childhood. There can be a lot of childhood trauma coming to the surface, or triggers of old wounds, old memories. But I feel like you might want to revisit a place that appeals to your past or to your inner child. You might want to take, for those of you that have children, it's like you want to take your child to a place that means something to you special, where you have lived or where your parents have lived. This is just something about you taking a child to a place of significance, or you taking yourself. For some of you also, it could do wonders for you to do some sort of regression or therapies that work with the past a lot, like rewiring the information there. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like, as I said, others are noticing this discomfort in you, but you're so loved and adored and supported here, Aquarius. It's like you have a sense of a unit here, family, friends that absolutely want you integrated. And I feel like there's worries also that are coming from them to you. Like, there could be, again, a sense of, maybe it's a family that is, again, distant from you, that I was getting the news from, the positive news from. If you are invited to go somewhere where you feel supported, even if you don't feel good right now to go, just go, because I feel like energetically will give you that boost you need. For others, it's just like, for some of you, it's like you're dealing with a lot of people at the same time, and this can be very consuming to you. Like, you don't know how to please everybody, you don't know how to be perfect for everybody, you don't know how to be present everywhere, and you need to make choices, and this is like driving you a little bit out of, you know, it's like driving you out of control, not having the control, right, over everything. For some of you, there's an issue about you wanting to be everywhere, and the need to select, the need to make choices, and that's okay. I feel like there's a lot of improvements coming for you the moment you stop overthinking and using the mind, the judgmental mind, in excess. You need to be more on fire, water, earth. The mind is what I'm picking on, is the strong influence holding you back right now. So your belief systems, be aware of what you're feeding your mind, what kind of thoughts you're feeding your mind with, because that is going to directly impact the quality of the next weeks, which seem to bring a lot of things to the surface that can be used to your advantage and to feel integrated, connected, and with less inhibitions, less insecurities, and giving of yourself fully to those around you, because they're totally ready to embrace you, your authentic self. So I hope you have a great mid-month. I want to thank all of you that have been contributing and supporting my channel throughout the years. And I want to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.